Shamkhadani. Grand Rising, some may say. Whoo! Let me see, it's 5:49. And I am making my way. Got started around 5. Maybe just a little over an hour ago. I got up. I ended up sleeping about actually 4.5 hours, which was, well, I mean, a little bit better than I actually kind of initially thought it was going to be. It was actually more comfortable as well. So this is Creston, Iowa. And I have a destination in the navigation. Don't know exactly how to say that town. Oh, there just went. There go like a coyote just skating across that. Booey! Could be a bird dog, but it's a coyote, I think. Hard to tell, I guess. How fast am I allowed to go here at Crestonville, folks? Creston. 35. I knew it was on the page. I knew it. I don't want to get any of these speed traps. Gotta be calm. I was just saying, I hadn't seen any officers. I mean, I really haven't. It is, I don't know, bizarre. Bizarre, I'd say. I don't know the total, time and distance that I have left to get to Goshen. I don't know. So I just put in my next big stop that I knew about that kind of down and kept me on this route. This is excuse me, Abigail needs a car wash, that's for sure. But I don't really see a point in doing it right now if I'm just going to turn around and get plastered and plugs the rest of the way. I'm going to do it when I get kind of done there. Get into town. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I won't too, because I need to get there, unload, wash up, and rest. Because the first day of orientation is like, I think 7. And I want to just make sure I'm at my best. Baruk Atah Yahuah. There's the first interstate bank. I ain't seen it in so long. I remember when I was a lot younger. I don't know how old I was. I wonder if Taco John's, I mean, I don't eat, I can't trust it, where they even get their meat or nothing, but I'm still curious about things. First interstate bank, I was in West Bountiful, Utah. I'm pretty sure it was West Bountiful. Anyway, I remember there was a bank there, and they went through this thing. They covered up their sign. It was like a reveal. Where, if I remember right, I think that is how I recall it. Emergency Management, Union County. What's in them big silos? A lot of things here. They have silos. What's in them? I mean, grain, some of the green, wheat, corn. I was farming out here. Can't see necessarily crop. It's a lot of land. I see little bit of cattle, not much. There's a pen and it got in it. So they got these diversified towing and recovery. What are those, combines or something? See, there's some of those silos. But that's not like the private, what it looks like a company. I'm talking about private, like just on folks' little farm. With all is well with you. I seen a come up. Yeah. So I said, okay, well, let's try to capture some of this. Let's try to. Of course, there hadn't been a connection for me to get content to make room. So I got one uploaded. I had to just delete the original because if I can't keep it going, then what am I doing? So once it got uploaded on there, just delete the original. I'm not gonna try to like save them all like. So it is something about 100 miles as I get to that. I don't want to butcher it, but it's birds are starting to become active. Sun is coming. I am headed due east, 55 miles an hour. So should be coming up right in front of us. I can't even. It's being incredible how the horizon here. So many green hills. You can see green hills. It's got some darker shades, and then it goes this orangish right here. Then as you go up, this blue. But where is the source of that origin? You would think that would be showing up around the location or something. It's just interesting. It's weird because the sun feels hotter than I remember. Even when it's like cold out, I spent a lot of weeks. I moved around a lot, but I've been here for this time. And the sun is like and also color, instead of just being like this kind of warm yellow nose with white eyes, seeing stuff on the simulators and all that. So kind of right here, got great grassland. Great shade trees. That's pa. Yeah, pa. You. It's wild being on this road. midnight, or probably after, actually. Because, yeah, I was so tired. Turn off fumes. I don't know what it looks like outside. The child window and door lock on it. I didn't know it. I didn't. Get out. Still have cowboy left. Doesn't matter right now. You know, despite what I had from the previous day, money of monk fruit, not the sweetener. We don't really have anything to taste. You know, the sweetest flavor that we give us, is so unwell for us. And I don't just mean that you put on pounds. I'm talking about making your whole temple acidic and bring ground for bacteria and inflammation and or diabetes and obesity and heart disease. It is something though. But I done really well on carnivore diet and sticking to animal proteins and beef and eggs and chicken. Ain't no sugar taste. Ain't no sugar taste that delicious. Oh. But yeah, things are brightening up out here. Ooh, see some water down there. What's around the camera? Oh. Class B RV parked here is almost as if it's for sale, but I don't know who it is. Oh, isn't it? I guess. I don't know. Watch out, bunny. Watch out, bunny. Watch out, bunny. Oh, okay. I get closer and closer and closer. I'm like, I do not want us to ruin our day right now. I don't want to do that. Baruk Atah Yahuah. An hour and 40 minutes to go 95 miles. I'm sitting here contemplating, would I go this way with the load, like coming back? Would I go this way just the same way from all the lunatics and the congestion? And maybe it's pretty filled with shalom. I mean, 50 miles, so there's that. But let me see how I'm doing. My miles per gallon has gone up. It's going from 17.7 to 18.2 as an average. It's saying we get 29 right now. I know I'll go downhill slightly. There ain't no way I'm in that 30. Ain't no Look at the trees. Slow moving is dawning. This black bird crosses right in front of me, buddy. All the state of Yahuah. Yeah, it's not crazy rough. Like I can see going this way. But I'm still contemplating things. Maybe it'll just depend. I won't. I do not know. Who knows? Look and see. Okay, are they growing corn? Because it's for grain, but I don't know. Put this map on the truck. Zoomed. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, look at that. Oh. I can turn it. It's in and out for me. So I'm running right along parallel with 80. However far south 80, 34 is pretty close to Des Moines. So it looks like my next major road I cross is I-35 running north to south. Maybe you don't know, so I might as well tell you. I don't want to not say something just because it's obvious to a lot of other people, but the interstates run east to west are in the 10s, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you can go start from the bottom and work your way up. So above 80 is I-10's way down in Arizona and Texas and stuff. And then the ones that go by 5 south from the east coast. Those might work their way across. But then there's all like I see an 88 on there. I see a 74 on there. I see a 29 on there. Anybody tell me how that they run southeast to north? Don't know, but I wanted to know. Why is it 29 a 29? Sure, there's a 19, there's a 39. Those are in Chicago. I see a 94, a 74, a 57. I'm not sure how it works. Anyway. Yep, we're just following along due east, staying off the major interstate, just to see south of what Chicago is. Man, what almost all these roads over here go pipe in. Velvet Avenue, huh? Well, alright. Yeah, look at those trees. That's so pretty. seen the sun, but there is quite a bit of light from the greater light. Rules the day. Baruk Yahuah. There must be something down the roadway. You got a bunch of scavenger birds here trying to. Oh dang, he is huge. See if you can see him. Look right there. Bang! Did you see him? Woo-wee. There goes his buddy right there. They want to make sure nobody takes that. Right back on it. I think yesterday I think I probably saw 4 deer down, so maybe 5 actually. They all run together. So let's see what we're up to total for our trip, right? 18, we'll just call that 1870. 1,870 miles an hour. This is day 3 on the road. Because drove all day and into the night on the very first day to get the occupant. But Yahusha spent that the entire day and night there, no driving, just had a great time. Seeing the beauty and conversation, fellowship. My Aki was such a strong man and very loving. For him. And then yesterday, got a little bit of a later start. Got bonehead myself, run out of gas. Everything's great with the truck now, though. Not Abba, right? Because it had probably needed the injector to be bleeded and the check engine light was on, but now it is not, and everything is responding normally. She sounds like I'm used to. She feels like I'm used to. She seems to have forgiven me. Stare at the sun, and he's already above the horizon, but this is literally now my first sighting of him. It's very you can just look right on him. There's nothing blinding about it. Very red and bottom portion kind of blocked out by whatever moisture or atmospheric conditions. I don't like these sphere words. I'll just say the air. How about I just say the air? It ain't a sphere, people. Whatever. People who can't see that now at this point, I guess it's just not given for them to. But maybe young folks ain't never heard it. You know, research it. Research flat Earth. There is no curvature. The sun and the moon are equal size. That's scripture. They're local. They're close. They're not, however, any big number far away. Filled with beauty. Emergency detour 35 south. What you talking about, Willis? hustle bustle, no drive something crazy. Maybe you have a way to earn a living off of your own land. Sad, don't have to poop too much on your boat. You can choke the life out of all. So we're going down to one lane right here. So here's a couple of these really large silos on this farm. You got a lot of equipment. I'm pretty sure you speak to these folks and they'll tell you Tubbs is hard all over, and get tighter and tighter and tighter, and everything costs more and more and more, and all the rest of it, right? Beast is squeezing the life force out. It is kind of wild how I haven't seen an officer. Double check. Like, no, I saw one on the road. Yeah, that's right. I don't remember what it was, but I had to kind of get over like last moment, so to slow down to get ahead. What was interesting was the sheriff's truck. But he literally was dressed more like a code enforcement guy. I mean, he could have been a detective or he's an architect, but it's just kind of an older guy too. Maybe a little, whatever. He wouldn't be from that truck if he wasn't somehow on the payroll. He wasn't out there enforcing traffic. I'll tell you that. And it's the temperature. I'm sitting here thinking, damn, it's chilly. I'll bump this up right here. Oh, damn, you're gonna be able to see this. I don't know if you can. I mean, it's right out this window for me. Obviously, it won't be the same from your angle. But if you're a little bit more, maybe you can. Very bright now, but not in a way to just stare at it. I mean, just stare at it. 3/4 of a tank, which it's telling me we got 485 miles range. That's a lot. I mean, adding a 90 of fuel capacity to this truck is going to change a lot. It's change it, man. It's really, ooh-wee. And as long as that mattress don't get puckered, or you know, I mean, it's $100 on Amazon. So how much confidence do I have in it? How much? But it fills in the gap right there. Everything was level and firm. I can lay on my back, flip onto both sides. You know, and use it just a little bit, kind of like a feel like position. And well, I flipped over a couple times, but 6. I did not want to get there that late. So we're coming up to the junction for 35 here. So that you go to Des Moines or you go to Kansas City from here. This town is called Osceola. First station goes out to Miami, Florida, and so you got stop. You got Osceola County. I'm just gonna get over it. So it's like probably safe. Yeah, man, it is chill through here. Very, very limited amount of folks moving around. It's 35 right here. There's a train coming through on this side. There's another first interstate. Yeah, I haven't seen those in a long time. But it's kind of wild how laid back it is right here. This is my hometown. Car wash bays, they're like, you don't pull through, you pull in. It's like a semi-room, and it's interesting. So, fuel, I think it's right there. All right. Tada Ava. Baruk Atah Yahuah. Still haven't seen nobody out walking around or nothing, just a few folks driving. Circa right there. Community of Krishna. Yeah. Strong illusion. 45. Eastgate Mobile Home Park. Atumwa. That's where we're going. Atumwa. Not that we're stopping there. We're just passing through. But anytime I try to put, excuse my destination, Google Maps try to force me onto those interstates. I saw this road running parallel, and it was really kind of speed limits you had. And, you pass through a little town like that, so then you gotta slow down and stuff like that. But people rest for the dead. I haven't really had anything to eat at all. Had those 7 eggs. That was 24 hours ago or so. Yeah, right. Just want to get there safe and as much time, for recovery and preparation as possible. Because everything is not arranged exactly like it's going to be once I get the toolboxes. The next time I go, I won't be gone for as long. Everything's working for it, just even pen, the jackery. I mean, I know that wasn't a very long. I was 4.5 hours ago. But when I checked the percentage, and that, it's probably already all the way charged up. Make sure it stays plugged in, because you know how those auxiliary plugs work. So, but one of the things I noticed about it was the app would not sync to the Bluetooth, and it did it again. What I had to do the last time was reboot the whole system, turn it completely off, and then fire it back up. And so then when I opened the app, it would connect. I have no idea why, but now I see it done the second time, and I said, you know what? I don't feel like I need to monitor it on my phone right now. It's fine. There's no problems. Most of the concern and worry that I had there came from stuff that other folks were saying. And that I for myself. I did run I did not run the electric. Bro, I didn't need it. I didn't need anything to need air or heat. So thank you, Father. My first night having some hours of sleep, and it was very comfortable. It was not like it was just. So I brought I hear a generator on a big rig next to me. Kick off and on. Just a little bit in the very beginning, but then I think that it actually helped me to sleep. So I like that. Having always ambient sounds and stuff like that helped me sleep. Yeah, I really don't know what is in them. So I'm so interested in other parts of the circuitry. this circuit is going to appear to go down. He's just going closer or farther away. That's it. Yep. Goes through. Okay. So the lesser light, moon, equal size. That's really they convince us that it's just blinking. They got he's really, really larger, so far away that he just appears to be the same size. He's small, she's close. Wrong. Crazy. It is crazy. But the circuits, the gates, I just called them circuits, but they're gates. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. The very beginning of the year is the first entering in that light and dark in the place where Yahuwah placed his name forever. Yahusha. Because, we have siblings in the far south, far north, and their seasons are different because of their location. However, if you think about his Moedim, because this is Shabbat and Shemayim, Shavua, Pesach, Saku, and Shemayim, Qadashayam, we need to be on Yahuwah's Moedim. Otherwise, depending on who you are, you would be having your feast separate from your brothers and sisters instead of us all being on the same. So that's why when I was seeking this out, it was to show me his Moedim, to share with me his times of feasts, how it works. Stop listening to all these people just repeating falsehoods, deceived by lying scribes and devils who intentionally have deceived and changed time seasons and all this and that. Show me that the first Abib was on the pagan day, March 16th, 1820. Oh, please forgive me. I don't remember now. 2 or 3. I believe this is our 3rd year walking in his calendar. 364 days. Exactly. Perpetually in all your generations. There's no lost days, no days of darkness. The pattern of 7 is never broken. 6 days you shall labor, and the 7th day you shall rest. Go look at the very first creation and see that 7, as it has been every single Shabbat week says, don't have family. Yahuwah didn't change. He's the author of confusion either. People are confused because of lies, the deception, the darkness. The darkness makes it so you can't see. So that makes perfect sense, right? You're stumbling around in the dark. Don't have any idea where you're going. But if you're in the light, and Yahuwah show you what's going on, and you don't change, it makes perfect sense. There are 52 shots in a year, and then it starts right over. And he's showing more and more. The new moon is blowing me away. It's so amazing. It's so full of beauty. The moon is for seasons. And months 1, 4, 7, and 10, she shows us when a new season starts. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. And those are all their feast days. And it's in the scripture. Once you know how what it is, you start seeing it a lot of places. I've done enough videos on it. Anybody who really wants to sit down and chew on that meat can just pull up a chair, open up the playlist calendar, and just start watching it. Go through it, listen, see the scriptures, look them up yourself, check it out. You have 7 days. It is feast day. It's a whole time. Well, so Shabbat is oath of vow, right? I can Shabbat to you to say, yes, I will. Let my yes be yes. Enter into a agreement. Right? I'm willing. I will do here for next time. Do the same kind of thing. Shabbat. So, Shabbat was his people that he is in with, that are in oath with him, like a marriage vow. Shabbat is the annual remembrance of that vow. Hallelujah. It's fixed. You don't lose. Right? So, evening, 48, always. Don't move. Same place every single year. Exact same place. So, like when I created the PDF of the calendar so we can count the days, because we got to count one show for the day, you can count it, right? And when you get to the end, you just go and start back over. In scripture, the complexity and the confusion of all the different things comes from the enemy. So anyway, Pesach, unleavened bread, same thing, never moves. Yom Kippur, Saku. So, Baruk Atah Yahuah feast together, man. Email me if you want to see, a copy of the calendar and test it, walk in it, all the rest. When I started walking in, what he showed me, he continued to increase understanding. He continued to show me more and more. He's been refining me because I'm a hot mess. And he's really been helping me, be more like my fathers, to be more like the King Yahusha. And I know I'm far from him, but he will complete. He will complete the time work that he has done in me. I need to persevere. I need to endure. I need to cling to his garments. I need to follow him. No matter what. No matter what happens. No matter what. Look at that piece of farming equipment right there. See that thing? Look at that. That is crazy, bro. But it's for spreading chemicals. It's what it's for. I mean, that's what they use it for. Probably can do a lot of other things. It's a strong machine. So anyway, man, I'm all about the feast. I'm all about meat. I'm all about my fire. And I need to have an altar, earth and stones. I need to build an altar out of earth and stones. When I was up with my Akin going into these mountains, man, he's showing me these stones are everywhere. And I don't know why it seems like I don't see them back home in Washington. I guess I just got to get a little bit more off the beaten path. I don't know. But in Wyoming, the open country, it's like they wanted you to go in it. It was open. And it ain't like that in Washington, dude. I mean, family, like it's state. It's crazy what's going on over there. Everything is like packaged and restricted and guarded, and it's like, oh, you have to observe this and that. Like everything, oh yeah, that's for your benefit that we do all these things. Shut up, sit down, get out of the way. We don't need that. We don't need you to hold our hand. We don't need to be on a bottle nipple. No, we don't need that. I'm off the teeth. It's crazy. So a lot of the things, they're almost more like an attraction at Disney. You gotta buy a ticket to get your thing stamped. You have this, and you can't have that. You can't go here, and you can't go there. It's over the top, man. Over the top. I can't like it. I don't like it at all. And I think that for the most part, the folks that are there, they feel that there's nothing to do about it, or they just kind of roll over. Yeah. And then the fact that I saw Diesel there. Here's a sign that shows it like Mosh Crossing. Shows we're drawn. $5.29 a gallon. $5.29 a gallon for diesel, bro. That's more than I had to pay the emergency come help me guy that brought a 5-gallon can. He charged me $20 for 4 gallons. They would charge me more at the pump. They didn't even come and bring it to me and rescue me or nothing. What a joke. It's sad though. It ain't funny. It's freaking sad what it is, but it's fact. It's reality. And then, there's places over here. There's places I'm going to come across over here that's less than $3. So imagine it's $2.25 cheaper. Heck, that's like twice what I remember regular gas costing me when I first started driving. Like $1.10 or something. This is insane. All this stuff is crazy. Iowa DOT, Lucas County Fairgrounds, Center Path Parking. We're still at 55. We got the diesel there for $3.39. Definitely not the cheapest, but not as crazy as Washington. And I mean, you know, like, what does it cost? What does it cost for diesel in parts of California? New York, New Jersey, I don't know, but probably don't want to know. There goes another deer right there. Gotta get that cattle guard, man, because there's just so much of an issue. It would be less likely on the interstate, right, than it is on a road like this. So especially like if it's really dark, you gotta be extra. 52 more minutes until we get to Apumwa. I want to see that, how the elders say it. Oh yeah, the locals call it this. Well, okay. That's not their 1,000 feet here from the elders. Would appreciate it if this thing would open up the 2 lane 39 again. This guy behind me, I want him to block in front. Something I'm trying to work on, because I oftentimes feel like, oh, I need to speed up. I switch me, I don't think I need to. Especially Paul, I need to go the speed that I need to go. Like it or not, it's on you. Right? It's also through Ra, right? You're supposed to respect curves and all that. But compromise, stretch, boundaries, for you. You don't compromise on commandments, so they don't, you know, trigger. Right? True light of people is not going to be finished or back up the side of the road. So, yeah, this is something that we put into practice. Excuse me. Especially when it's difficult, you make a sacrifice to obey your Father. He will repay that destination that I can, right? So it's a sacrifice. You know, my tummy's trying to complain a little bit right now. You know, every time I've done any type of prolonged fasting, it's probably by the second or third day that goes away completely. You know, but for right now, do it. I remember like you see it in the job, they start feeling a little bit hungry. They start to go, I'm hungry, I'm starving. Bro, you ain't starving. You don't even understand what starving is. If I showed you what starving people like, you probably would not want to say that ever again. You know, it's a figure of speech that we should just use like that. I'm starving. No, you don't know what famine looks like. And we are so isolated from that, we don't know it yet. There are people that are starving right now. Millions. I'm so and the thing is, it's by design. This whole beast system, global world order, it ain't no globe. It's disgusting that the way that they do these things that they do. It's also important though for me to remember and us to remember that disobedience causes Russell livestock meat market. So we see drought, you know, and famine. Yes, it's the hand of the enemy doing the thing. Just like the times being changed, the enemy doing the thing. But it's also ordained of the Father. Like, I did not know until Yahusha showed me that the times got lost and dislodged because the sons of Nah broke the oath and drank the blood, which is forbidden. And they had entered into agreement with Yahuwah under their father Nach that they would not drink blood. Anyone Yashar'Al who does it will be cut out, cut off. So when you look at the wicked, the enemy, they're obsessed with doing that because they're obsessed with rebelling. They're obsessed with not and all that, right? It makes sense that they would do that because they're commanded not to. And Yahuwah told Nach, and he told him, on the day that you die, your sons will break the oath, and they will drink blood, and the times and the seasons will be dislodged from them. And so, yeah, you can look and see that the enemy's doing this and that, changing calendars and causing all kinds of confusion, and some Roman, some Pope somewhere doing this and that, changing things. Yeah, for real, that's true. But why? Why is he being allowed to do that? Why is, you know what I mean? Because of judgment. And because of a promise on a curse. That's Monroe County that we just come on to. Monroe County. Town right by me in Washington is called also Monroe. You know? It's also an interesting thing. I wonder what that be able to dwell together, come together, families of Yahuwah, training up the next generation of Yashar'Al, because as far as I know, face the facts, bro, it ain't like our parents taught us the way. We're only seeking the narrow path and the way because Yahuwah called us to it. That's it, right? But now if we can have Qadash marriages and dwell with our mashpakah and train our children the way they should, they sojourn and grow up together, then it's starting to get, like it would have been when our people came out of Egypt. And at one point, Yashar'Al was very prospered greatly, and walked in the in the Moedim. He's fallen into error, fallen into disobedience. And all we can say to that is thanks be to Yahusha. Thanks be to Yahuwah, our Yeshua, deliverer. Because he continues to deliver his people despite their rebellion, stiff-necked, hard-hearted. Giving us new hearts of flesh, his Ruach, making us born again, making us new creatures. And without that, we have no chance. No. Zakuah. Shack in the midst of a bunch of shade trees. That must have been something at one point or another. Yeah, look how pleasant this area, the land here. It really is. At all see it. Traffic earlier. Dang, even the stop that I left in the little town, I didn't see people out, like walking around at all. That town we passed through, I saw two. I forgot the name. I don't remember them all. Like these couple vehicles right here. But it's 10 after 7. And 10 after 7 on now we're down to 35 minutes. I really should probably OTTUMWA. I'm going to close that navigation thing and go back in so I can get my route. And let's see what happens. Like, what's next town that I had on there? Wabash. That's right. Not great. Because not from there, it's just straight up north to Goshen. Yeah, that was the the hinge point that I wanted, and I had to put like a 2 watt on there in order to just keep me down on this road. But so now what would happen then if I just said to this thing, hey, I want to go to Wabat? What's it gonna do? Navigation. Oh, they go giving me a couple different options. One way up in Chicago. It says 7 hours and 21 minutes, and I gotta pay $1.45, and I gotta deal with insanity. Or I can go 7 hours and 22 minutes, no tolls, right at the midday. Or 6 hours, 6 minutes, all down on the south area. Yeah, I don't feel like that's really that difficult. Yeah, that one, so you go in Champaign, let's just do it. It's alright. A little bit here, I'll get to talk to one more guy to help me out, steer me towards some fuel, unless I see some myself and just grab it. So it's, check it out, 452 miles, and this thing is saying 448. No, I'm not taking that chance. Woo! But when I have the external fuel cell, it's not gonna be a thing. Very, 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 very rarely it's gonna be a thing. Think about that, man. Going from 30 to 125. From 30 to 125. That's a game changer for this line of work. And that's a very large, low profile toolbox, and I'm going to try to get 2. I'm going to ask him and see, because if it fits, or if I say, okay, well, that one, you have another fits right there that stays below the 5th wheel and everything else, because the more room I can coat things there, all the tools and roadside emergency gear are that, but also my toaster oven, coffee kettle, pot, whatever you want to call it, without a whole truck. That's cool, man. That's my place. See, that's, if I had that, I'd almost feel like I would feel like I was taking advantage of some level of that. Unless I somehow was able to have all that and more, to the point where I could like house people get up on their feet and things like that, while using it to serve others. Also okay for us to be a little bit more simple and learn how to be comfortable or much with little, that kind of thing. But still to be partaking in the family, not be like always feel them sucking the life out of you, vampires, blood sucking pirates, you know, putting all kinds of stuff to oppress you and who have given, you know, like access to creation. That's crazy. You don't even know now what you're all about. The scripture actually says that he created all this stuff for his bride. be baruked by it, but it's ultimately not for them. And the serpent wants to restrict Yashar'Al access to it. Well, Abba is not pleased with that. Not pleased with one. Okay. And then try to blame the people for damaging the earth while you rape and pillage her, literally. Strangle her, torture her. She cries out to Yahuah. All creation witnesses against you. Your crimes will not be unpunished or unanswered. They must be accounted for. You're storing up wrath. Repent. You have a chance to turn away from that. Just put all that aside. Rock you up for that chance. It's like the sun is here now, higher up, closer. But the visibility is trash right here. It's trashy. And it seems like it's somehow unclean, like almost like when it was when I was around the wildfires and there was a lot of smoke. It'd be like that. I don't think that's the case around here, but why is it like that? I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's well. Look out here and it seems like there's just great places to camp all over the place. Shade trees and wildlife. You just get on one of these roads and disappear back 100 miles or so away from anything and everything. I should say anyone. I mean, like that road right there, where that goes, 206 place, dirt road. I know it's going to be private property back there, but if there's some public access somewhere back there, see all this beef right here is on mud. You got no grass. You got to feed a pig. But if they were open pasture, it would be out here just eating on that grass. And I don't know if they're choosing to do it that way or they have no choice. There's a Vietnam Veterans Memorial thing there. Okay, 45. This is Albia. Let me see what the diesel goes for around here. That's quite a ways off. A little bit tiny letters. I'm not getting any now anyway, but it's 3.28, so it just comes down like a penny. Here's a junction with 5. Hey, look! Mi tierra! Mexicano! Mi tierra! Stop sign. So every now and then come into a little town that has like a stop sign or what have you. You can go ahead. But for the most part, you just keep on rolling down that road and seeing a little bit more activity out here. Family and that Jeep that I just waved through, out rolling around. That guy there. Indian Hills RV Park. And White Buffalo Restaurant. as a home to me. And I like being able to just be out on a place to park from all, everyone around, and just watch what I want. And I really love some of these old brick homes. The whole reason that I wanted to leave a brick and stick or whatever is because I thought that everything was going to take a really drastic turn for the worse. When everything happened in 2020, we knew what was going on. We saw it. We knew it was coming. We warned people. People prepared us that way. I was already on my way out of that job I had in the police department there. Already. The process was basically had begun. It was it's time to go, it's time to go, It's going to get you in your heart. Don't have that uneasiness and feel that drawing, and it's happening again to me. I'm not a leaper. I'm not like, hey, those dudes are crazy. No. I got ones that I gotta watch over, protect, guard. And I don't just mean warning the masses. I'm talking about my plan, my Yashar'Al, my bond, right? So, whatever I do, pursuing their best interest, navigate through this den of vipers, to provide for them at a time and a season where it's guaranteed that there's going to be scarcity. War, famine, pestilence, thousands falling at my left and tens of thousands falling at my right hand, all around me. Guaranteed. So, that house on the market, I found other work. Trying not to put the cart ahead of the horse, so to say. And Abba opened up all the doorways. He moved the mountains to move my mountains. And I think that's the way you say, Father, I would like to go here. I'd like to pursue after this. If it be your will, way, open the door, and then He directs each step. Skip steps and jump. If He wasn't doing that, He wasn't being the way maker, then you ain't going nowhere. Ain't going. That's Amunah, right? You gotta trust Him. Nothing is too much, too hard, too big, too heavy, whatever, for Him to move it. Nothing. Hallelujah. 17 miles we are going to, what is that, a roundabout? Stay on 34, 17 miles before you, okay? Stay on the same road. Look at that truck. Oh. Yeah, some of these brick homes out here, I like that, the style of that. And it seems like it has more durability and reliability and whatnot too. What it would be like to have actual stone and mud, even straw and insulate them. They warm what would be like. It means to build something that really lasts. It's not cheap. And yet, modern day house building, how quick these boxes go up, all crammed together, charge huge amounts of money. Stuff breaking all the time, needing maintenance, repairs, and everything. Why would we do that to ourselves? For money. So you can profit off it. There it is again, profit off it. And that might as well be their religion. Why did you do that? Several years ago, the scripture says too, right? The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Not money itself is evil. It can be used for time. It's the love of it. It's when you love money more than your fellow man. And you sell out for a little bit. To look the other way. People may be sick, going to die. May lead to hunger. But fat cat, cigar, convertible, is willing to do that so that then the enemy rewards material thing. Basically, like tying a knot in your noose. Even though it's cold, it's still yummy. So that's 6 hours and 48 minutes. That's not even. So if I say 7, oh, somebody passed me. I didn't even know you were there. It's okay. We're not longer in the speed limit or anything, so. Do you? Not my strongest suit. Let's see. 7:30. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1:30 plus 48 goof, 2:15, 2:15. Oh, gonna lose another hour. That's another thing. Like, you have an appointment and you're coming across and it takes this long and da 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 da, and then it's like, oh, you just lost 3 hours from the time you started. Gotta remember that. I want to go back. It'll be like I gained 3 hours. So that's cool. Just gotta keep it in remembrance. But then how far from Wabash goes? That's what I don't know. Whatever it is what it is, and I can't change it now. So And I left the house. I had my alarm set for 2 a.m. and I actually I'm sleeping. So much built up in me about and everything like that. My mind racing around a lot of different thoughts. So I woke up at 1:30. By the time I arrived where I wanted to go, it was much later than I would have wanted to. But my brother is just so kind to come out and embrace me in a big old bear hug, right? Like he was already at the door by the time I could crawl my achy bones down out of here. You know? Hallelujah. Yahuah. Trying to catch up on some rest there, but also really wanting to be able to spend time and do as much as we could. So I don't see how I necessarily could have made things earlier and whatnot. I couldn't leave a day earlier or nothing. Shabbat, guys, man, I am not traveling on the Shabbat. If I'm out here in the middle of a delivery, then I'm going to be spending Shabbat right in the truck. I'm willing using the technology to connect to my family. Even though the sun is like all the way up there, it's not even really bright out here. Hey, there go a train, right? We're going right over the top of this here train. See the train down there? Oof, looking rough. That train looks rough. The sky is like gray, hazy, everything. No blue, nothing. I wonder why that is. I do not know. Let's see what's going on with this stuff. Excuse me. This is Des Moines, loose. Squeaky sound that I keep hearing. It literally sounds like it's coming from somewhere up in the engine. Which is like, man, if I can hear that from in here, maybe pretty darn loud. That could be though. There it is again. If I was or something like that, I probably wouldn't even heard it. Do not know what it is. There it is again. It's not constant though. Chief Wapello. Huh. things up there flying in the pattern. I don't know what they are. Or they're geese or something. Yeah, they do look like geese. There's some high flyers though. Wow. Pretty cool how they do. Reminds me of the scripture that says how all the creatures in creation do what they're obedient to their creator, like they're designed to do, except for men. I'm trying to think where Jubilees. I think you saw that. Two places, I think they're the beginning and part of the book. Of course, a third of the angels fell and were disobedient. But Chata entered into the world through a dawn garden. Even it seems that the nature of animals are changed. I mean, like spot for some bird watching, eh? That's your thing, huh? I just like to check them out when I see them, if I can get off the beaten path anywhere. Some cool creatures. Okay, what do we have here? Qadashayam. Birmingham. For real? Yup, Birmingham. It ain't Alabama. Jefferson County. Yeah. Feels like 65. Truck says 60 out there. Maharishi University. Maharishi. So, sounds like it wants to be Japanese. So, Ishi. Ishi's. I don't know what that is, man. It's quite the structure, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. customer is. I wonder if I get to see that. I don't know yet. Like I might get to know if it's Camping World or something like that where it's going. I don't know for sure, but possible. And then get it dispatched. Or be able to do self-dispatch. I think that the way they're doing it right now is that you need to have had delivered in 3 states and also be within, I want to say, 250 miles in order to find out a little bit more about that. And not most likely I would want to be able to self-dispatch. And also for purposes of reloads. If when it comes to reduce the amount of bobtail miles once you drive without any load. Even though those miles, you can write those miles off to your business, your tax purposes and whatnot. You're still not generating any revenue. Even right now, all the miles I'm doing right now, it's for payments, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it does. It's part of the requirements in order to qualify to do it, right? And there's quite a few things. I shopped around a few of the different companies trying to get a feel, looking at what folks are saying online about them, and knowing that this company has more opportunities and a better pay rate, I guess on average kind of thing. It wasn't exactly the smoothest thing communicating. I still haven't got an answer back on my last email. Just like I still have sentence insurance. Actually, I have to take it back. I was making the arrangements to pay our first oh no bro, can't like the numbers, man. It's yeah, you get an opportunity to pull in larger numbers, but all the outbound or commercial insurance regular, but the truck wasn't earning anything. So we'll see. We'll see what Yahuah does with the whole thing. Because truth be told, this entire economy is on the verge of imploding, I guess you'd say. I told another guy going through a controlled demolition. It's like everything is made to appear like it's some kind of a natural disaster, or it's orchestrated. It's a symphony of destruction. go. This song made the music. That's a big this song. Mega death. One mass sacrifice ritual. Just like the Pied Piper, Pan, the goat man flute playing Hashatan, led rats through the streets. They danced like marionettes. Troll puppets, brainwashed puppets, swaying to the symphony of destruction. Pied Piper leading them through the streets as they just dance. La la land, fantasy, ba ba ba, nothing to see here, all is well. And it's put it right out there. It's like I was saying the other day about driving and shouting Highway to H-E-L-L, you know, or the same thing with that song, singing that song, and how they must laugh at us. Cheering for our demise and paying for it, worshiping some of the most wicked ones among us, putting the information right out in front of us. If I can add, if I can search. Oh yeah, I can do it like that. Oops. Big bumps. All I have to do is type in G and it's right there at the top. Bing. Oh no, we ain't doing that. We ain't going that way. Oh, you freaking bugger, bro. Dang it. Oh, I see what happened. Here we go. There. As long as I go bash to Goshen. Now if I hit done, and go like that. You know what the great news is, family? Man, Baruk Atah Yahuah. Because it's not that far from Wabash to Goshen. Now let me just zoom out and verify that this thing is not taking me some cockeyed way. bouncy. It's telling me 6 hours. It's telling me 3:17. All the way to Goshen? For real? Bro. Shalum Yahuah. I thought it was saying it would take that long just to get to Wabash. Now I am confusion. Easy pass for Indiana, and I went online and I put in some credit card information and $50 on there for tolls, whatever. But I hadn't had a chance to use it to be sure that it works, and it's several business days in advance, so it should work. But I guess I got them in Indiana. Quite a bit of tolls. I see some of these routes are telling me that there's tolls slower. Like it's wanting me to jump up to 80 and pay tolls and stuff like that. Like, nah, I don't really want. Not because I want to save $1.45 or whatever. Just because I don't want to go through Chicago and whatnot. Yeah. It looks like Wabash is not even that far from Goshen. So be it. This looks like it's going to be okie dokie, and it looks like it's going to get me there a little bit. What kind of time frame I was actually looking for originally. So, not sure. How it seemed like it's going to be later to being the time I kind of had wanted. I mean, 3:17, and I can't even check in until 3. Like, that would be sweet. That would be great. Unload all this stuff, get organized. There's certain things that are in the back. I got 3 bins strapped down, but only certain things that I need to take to orientation. Some of the other stuff is just my stuff that I don't have to show them to get checked off. The trek checklist. So I wanted to bring it because it's stuff that I want to have for the truck and for me traveling, but that I don't need it in the classroom. So I keep it in the hotel room, and then when I get the boxes installed, then I can okay, let's try to organize this and put everything where it goes. Yeah, Baruk Yahuah. Old Thrasher's grounds, it says. Okay. 1.5 miles. And what are we doing? We're just merging Mount Pleasant City, Iowa. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be uniting basically with something called 218 South. Dang, 371. Why are you jacking the prices up, family? We ain't liking that. The heck? I got 306 last night. It was a bit of a fiasco. I don't think I told you guys about that. I was so tired. I needed to get DEF, and I saw that it said sign on that they had DEF, like basically at the pump, and I needed to refill my coffee. Very tired, and I originally planned to try to make up for the time lost for running out of fuel. So going inside, well, for one thing, the DEF is in the front under the hood on the passenger side, and diesel's behind me on the driver's side. Great job, Chevy. Yeah. So anyway, that kind of sucks. But I go inside and I ask the lady, you put it in one transaction and just leave your card here and I'll turn the pumps on. I said, okay, I would like to use the restroom. I'll leave you my card right now and then I'll let you know when I'm jumping back outside. Okay, so I use the restroom, go tell her, hey, I'm going back outside. She said, okay. So I go to do the DEF first and bring it from here all the way across the hood and in, and it works, and it's going, and under pressure, and it says on there too about caution because it doesn't shut off. Well, the nozzle fits right down into the spout so well that when I stopped, it didn't seem like it was filled until I backed it out a little, and then it kind of worked out. Oh, shoot and take, and DEF is like kind of nasty stuff. It dries with like this white chalk film. It's, I don't know, can't like it. Hold on. So anyway, then I go to try and put the diesel in, and the nozzle on the diesel is so fat, family, like it's fat. And then at the end of it, the distal end of the nozzle, it's got a thick ring, and it will not go in to. Is this like some kind of different diesel or something like that? What's going on? And try to. There's three diesel pumps in the same island number 8. So this one fits. Now it's, what? The old school pump, you gotta lift up the things. I ended up going to 3 different pumps. She came out and tell me, oh, go to this one. Go to this one. Whew. Crazy. And I didn't wear the gloves. I have gloves in the door. And I remember because those are the filthiest pumps I've ever touched. Just oily, all dirty. And I don't wear the gloves, but I get in the habit of not wearing them because most of the time when I get the diesel, everything is so clean. It's not like a regular old school truck stop. It's just like a city gas station, whatever. Got it though. Got the DEF from the pump and got the diesel at 306, and it combined everything under one bill. $72.37. Got 55 diesel at 306 a gallon. Now, see, if I would have had my tank, like, bro, we're getting 100 gallons at that. You know what I mean? Because that's the best price out here. And now the price is already back up. It definitely is no joke. $3.39 a gallon. And so it took 4.9. Makes me wonder, is that tank, is it like 5-gallon capacity? Or maybe 6? I don't know yet, but I really want to learn. I don't want to run it all the way down to find out. I think I should learn back the answer. As far as I know, there's no like, you know, it just sits there and says okay, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, you got 500 miles to go, and click on it and go to it where it normally says okay, it says 30%. All this is true. What I think it's saying is that I will be all done in 6 hours, and it's going to be 2017. Sweet. And that's only 6:30 back home, so still an hour and a half away. I'm talking to my about where I can get the best fuel price. Close to being 3 hours on this video. The one video is 7 hours long and it won't even let me upload it. It just keeps on. Third attempt to just maybe it's just too long. I don't know. I drew it on the laptop and I can put it through the shot and chop it in half to upload those. Names things. There are a lot of names, so I think I might just say, day 1, day 1, part 2, day 1, part 3, and then day 3, part 1, day 3, part 2, or something like that. Because then if I keep doing it for, you know, say 30 days worth, even, we're going to be calling it day 30, part 1. Oh, that's funny. It puts a title of the pagan date like automatically, but I think it's the date that you upload it and not the date that it actually like happened. Yeah, that's what happened because I uploaded one, tried to earlier today. It's calling it June 1st, but the video was from yesterday. So it doesn't know. Like it just knows the date that you're putting it. it starts to become like, you're like, how do people not see this? Because it's glaringly obvious in your face, right? Spiritual discernment increases as submission and obedience increases, and it gets to the point where you can literally just straight up see the devils. You just straight up can see them, and they want to convince the whole world that that makes you have some kind of a syndrome when it's discernment. Oh boy. Well, there's just about to be some blue clearing right there. I mean, the sun is right there, getting white hot, right? Right there, and I can see blue just around it. But this haze is still here. It's gonna lift, I guess. Oh, that's gonna help me out, family. That's gonna help me out, Mashpaka, because I am struggling. But it's gonna be all right. If I get there at 3:17, that's only just barely after I could check in, carry in all my stuff, take a hot shower, get my belly filled, and crash out hard. Maybe I can sleep all the way until say like 5 a.m. I gotta be to class at 7. See the train? Got a comment. 50 miles. It's my back. Ah! Oh! Huh. Huh. Yes, Chief Washaka, a great warrior of the Shoshone tribe. Great warrior. Yahuah. And also the Aki Shah, like Yahusha from the Shoshone tribe. Lost tribes of Yahuah. Come on, keep her straight here. And rubber soled shoes so you can't heal. Right? That's right, bro. See my it's all Yahuah's brand creation. I'm brother. Thanks so much love. I'll answer later. Right now, I'm just throwing you thumbs up and hearts and all your comments on the video. Baruk Atah Yahuah. Yeah, I feel it's right got no idea, because they ain't going to treat you right at all. You're going to think it's great. It's going to seem like it's all pretty and rosy. You want to have my hand of protection over you. You want to go out and sleep around and do all that. Fine. Go ahead. And there they go. Okay. For the shiny thing. Be consumed. Darkness. So I'm saying that having a half tank, get down around the corner, figure out what I'm going to do about a little something to eat, coffee, because I don't know if I should make coffee. Just buy a big coffee, doctor it myself, maybe just do that. Probably gonna end up doing that. I don't really want to because of my pride, but sometimes I gotta make sure that I arrive right, you know, and it's like I ended up running camp that's there for a little bit. Not that I did classically, that's partying and working at the same time. You stayed up later, got up earlier, stayed up later, didn't quite sleep up, all the things. And this face is demonic. Family dentistry. It's a fake face. Bro, what? Big River Resources, West Burlington, ethanol. Ethanol, so it is born in it because that's what they turn it. That's how they manufacture the ethanol, right? From corn. Why haven't I seen any? Is this out of season right now? I thought they could rotate it. more questions. Just keep asking. Learn, stay. Tell me if you know. Write it in the comments. That's wild, yeah, because I mean, those, that could be corn. I don't know. You know, again, she can look at that and be like, oh, that's this or that's that. Like, how do you know that? I don't know. I just do. So I don't know. It's way too little for me to tell. They all kind of start out looking a lot alike. You know what I mean? Mount Pleasant Street. There goes another flock of geese or whatever they're all going. So stragglers, maybe there's something else. There's 6, 7 of them. We're averaging 19.5 miles per gallon. Fuel filter is at 50. We're leaving 16, 17 miles per gallon. Oil might at 40%. Miles until we exit. 5.5 hours trip time remaining. 323 miles in the fuel range. So, I got plenty to keep on rolling until my baby's going to help me find what we're looking for here. So this is saying 65, but that's sign right. So coming in construction again. So much construction everywhere. They'll say, well, yeah, that's because Biden didn't fix the roads. Trump didn't get things done. Dude, this construction has been ongoing. It ain't that. It's been like this for a hot old minute. Roads. I guess you gotta kind of be like local to an area and be like, yeah, I know they've had that under construction for 6 years. No, they've been working on that for 8 years. At I-90 and 405 area in Issaquah, when we first came to Washington, came there, and all it was under construction. I just drove through there again. 5 years. I don't know what they did. Kind of like if you ever had to rearrange the first living room and then you still aren't done, you moved it 4 times and you got to do it again. That's what it reminds me of, man. They just moved the cones over this section and over this section. It's a thing. People probably think I'm crazy, but please testify, bear witness. You seem to know. By the way, how come these fuel prices come down? How long does that take? How come they're still spraying up there? How long does that take? Why we still got 4 in the... How long does that buildings, and it wouldn't be that difficult to. They got all the bones right there in that structure. It would be easy to. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, it's one of these bridges here. What river is this? That one over there, is that for the train? That's cool. Cool, my Bible. 65. Welcome to Illinois, it says. Well, it would be 65, Google, except it's construction right here, and if I do that, then I'm going to be speeding. So, could you please not tell me? In fact, this is saying 45 right here. Yep. Slow it down. You too, Mr. Ram. I'm trying to find my screen. Okay. Dang it, I didn't get a chance to take a look and see. Let me try and see if I can do it. I really wouldn't want to pull a trailer through there. Why is that so tight? That's crazy tight. It's literally like, it doesn't tell me. This is all cottonwood. Recognize it like it is back home. Like cottonwood flannel around right here. The roof. Another raccoon down. Raccoon down. Call Disney, talking raccoons. Alright. For real? That was the Mississippi? I just drove over the Mississippi in complete ignorance that I'm like, oh, it's the Mississippi. Okay. Well, there you go. Anything like that ever happens to you, then you're not alone. You know? It is what it is. Carmen Road. Max width 9 feet 6 inches. Man, you gotta put a sign up talking about width for this. This ain't an issue. That crud back there that happened, maybe a little sign warning folks about that would have been. Gosh. Sheesh. That was insane, bro. Lincoln. Who says what that Lincoln thing is? So you got more of the silos here. So these this could all be corn crop, right? Just now coming up, just now sprouting up. All this. Maybe that's what's going on there. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Ethanol. Corn alcohol. What was that stuff called? Everclear. Man, that stuff it's like, wow, that's legal? Yeah. Jet fuel. Remember drinking that. Crazy. We were out of our board, racing around in a Camaro, drinking Everclear, chasing it with blue Kool-Aid. Oh, just gross and senseless. So the kind of things that already should have been dead. We're like, oh, what's the one that's the strongest? I don't care about how it tastes or this or that. I want to be affected, you know? up and snort some stuff off of a mirror that's Metallica Master of Puppets. Your class, the ceramics class, you can make what do I want to make? I want to make a red mask, horned, black coated devil. I mean, it's not got a clue about how any of that is. I'm like, okay, well, how much different money had I already been and invited in and on me and all that. A lot, family. Ah, man, you want to talk about being snatched up out of a fiery pit and placed upon a solid rock. That's how that goes. That's how that transformation is. Oh my gosh, dude. And it took a long time, and I'm not saying it's done, I'm just saying even after that, it takes a long time to get all the crap off that you still got on you. You think you're clean, and he just keeps showing you more and more and more, and like break down, humble down to the ground, right? Painful, crying out, but then tears of guilt. J-O-I. Thanks, thanks, wow. They, now I can see a little more. Oh, I can appreciate a little more. It smells more. It tastes better. Everything. Better. Yep. Up out of ashes. These dead bones come to life and walk. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta do Shofar again. I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, next time I'm gonna tell him I'm praising our Creator, Yahuah. I gotta put that name out there and that. Man, huh? Who? Yup, that's his name. Does that mean it's going out of the southeast? Or that it, I don't understand how to read that. It has an arrow, it says 6 to 14, and it says underneath it southeast, but it's pointing northwest, so I think it's saying the wind's out of the southeast, blowing north and west. Fit the mist of that water sprinkler irrigation. Look. 25 miles. It's pretty wild. I'm going 55, but I just feel like I'm rolling right now. It's weird. That is wild. I'm not crawling, but like you're going a lot slower. Maybe just because you got so adapted to going, say 65 or something. I had 55 on this here route. This is still 34. People seem like it switched up. So it just merged onto this one. one spot where I was like, ooh, don't necessarily happen here. Actually, that's not true, because last night I was so tired and it got dark and they turned the camera off and stuff. Some of that was pretty rough, but also more of a white knuckly type of. So because me personally, I'd rather stop before it gets dark and then start again before the sun comes up. That's just how I prefer. But if I was doing it, if I was going on this route loaded, would that basically add an extra, say, day of time? I don't know. Ideally, I'd want to be able to do like a 3-day out, 3-day back type of a thing, and be able to get plane back home on Shabbat. But being that home isn't watched, it's very, very far, so now there's a lot of chance that that can actually happen, to where if home base was a little bit closer, then that there would be a lot more likely that that would happen. You know, if it was a 2 days there and 2 days to drop off, or 3 days to drop off, that kind of thing, then it would be like, work 4 or 5 days, and I can pretty much rest assured that I would be home for the Shabbat. And I would need to do that for several months to just get everything caught up, and then it would be different. Then it would be, well, I don't have to take loads back to back. You know, I can kind of try to space it out a little bit more. Oh, I can, you know, spend a little bit more time at home. And then I know Aki was talking about two weeks away and 2 weeks at home, and then 2 weeks at home, you know, it's great because you can do a lot, but then that 2 weeks away is also a lot. So yeah. But the ratio being equal sounds a lot better than, you know, 5 days away, 2 days at home, 5 days away, or 6 days away. You know, like that ratio, can't like it. We need to do what we need to do in order to try to, because the truth is that on the corporate job, working 410s, never getting compensated for all your hard work, but just getting told, you know, we're gonna do this and that, we're gonna restructure that, oh, you're gonna get an office over here, well, you know, and it never happens. And then you're going out working, let's see, basically 2.5, because I would leave from that one job of a 10-hour day and go work for whatever that would be, maybe 4 hours or 5 hours, and then like 12 or 14 hours, and then 10 more hours in absolute crazy going shopping in a store full of NPCs. They couldn't be more like in the way unless they're trying to do it literally on purpose. I'm like, I feel like this is meant to trigger me, Abba. Are these like devils just trying to make me commit they are, what's happening, anything. Weird, man, like a drone or something. And the traffic and all this while you're having to try to like hustle because you're like, well, I don't want to be out here making $15 an hour. I'm trying to make, you know, at least 20, maybe 24 if everything's, you know. And all that combined wasn't enough. So it's like, because of inflation, you know, and the cost of everything, and for a family that don't care anything about vacation, I mean, it's not that we don't care, but we're content to not have that. We don't, you know, that's not what we're not slaving away so we can go to Disney once a year. We don't care about that, or cruise. Freaking time for that, man. Or even just entertainment, like, you know, your Netflix subscription or something like that. We tried to make everything basic, cutting all this stuff out, and you still can't. Be it like a single income household, and be able to eat Qadash and all that. Anyway, I feel like the system was forcing us into this, and I'm actually filled with thanks that it's something that I can do. I can't do every type of job out there because I do have physical limitations. I have to be realistic about it. It doesn't matter that I lost 80 pounds, I still have a prosthetic leg. You know? Anyway. There's actually upside potential. Have your own business. Write off all your expenses. You know? So wants to reward my labors and my times, and he can bring the increase and much fruit. His will be done. He said that was enough of that. He said, get up out of that seat. I'm calling you out of here. Choice. They made their bed. They're gonna want to lie in it. Train over here. Don't think you can see out the mountain. It's funny how I keep asking that question over and over. But these cars stacked too high. Look at all those truckers that are out here on these beltways, and then look at how much cargo the train is pulling. Here, 7:15 at home. Five hours remaining. positive what it said. Miles before we think any kind of change. Yeah, there's a couple of those birds that I was talking about. They're black and they have like red up here. And I know that my baby helped identify them before and I already forgot, but there they go again. So some of the things that I'm noticing around this area are sort of pines and mountains, but bird species and the cottonwood, that's the same kind of tree. Thinking that rattling is like maybe the coconut oil or just like tallow, coconut oil, frankincense, myrrh, and likely to hear Yahusha. I think I'm gonna cut off video. But it seems like you can kind of see out the window. It's very small. You can see the train. We're getting right up to one day we were back in the Seattle area. We got out close to that's basically where the port is. There was like some kind of military ship out there. It's not really a battleship or something. And there was these brand new shiny white stacked like high, going just down like this. And I was looking at them. I took pictures. I was like, yeah, this something's not sitting right with me about it. We're passing that little train, even though we're only going 55. He's not going too quick. And I think it was very close to the time, although that I had heard, seen, discovered never these Chinese blueprints. Shipping container opens up, missile, drone. All the cargo ships were like off the coast and not being offloaded like normal. Learning that people are trafficked in the containers and how a lot of the containers say Evergreen on them, and that's a code name, the Secret Service code name for Hillary. All going on in Haiti, just like mathing all this stuff, all this information coming out. A lot of it through the whole Q. to me, but to a lot of others, me. But to me too. I said, man, what is in those? Why are those all there? Why are they all brand new? Like, you know. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing to see here. There's conspiracy theorists and whatever like that, right? But to me, it's like, oh, man, Yahuah was showing me stuff, man. Look at this, connecting these dots. It's coming. And they go out all over the land. Never looked at the trains the same way again since then. Looked at trains, saw cattle cars, imagined them being filled with people. Just like in some episode of the Twilight Zone, Nazi Germany concentration camp, cattle car. Nothing new under the sun. So guess what? Time will tell, right? Who was right? I mean, there's a part of me that wishes that you were right when you mock and scoff and call me names and part of me was like, oh, that's wrong. Just go back to some kind of a view. You dang sure don't want me to be right. It's kind of ironic. I'm like, yeah, I want to be right than you were. And you're like, hey, no way, I want you to be right about that. Be the G-O-D that's not true, they say. Excuse me. 6.5 miles. Brothers seed. Why would they put an obelisk on top of your assembly building, Action? So let's see. 68 degrees. It's telling me down here that I'm on County Road 5, 108. I wonder if it's still 34, just put a different name right here or what. It's supposed to say that 180th Avenue. And in 5.5 miles, I'm going to be turning left on 4th Street. Windows out, doors off. Right here. Look at that. Man. This one is still up and running. For how much longer, family? How much longer? Because my discernment telling me not much at all. I'll be barren as that field right there. That dang thing growing. So weeds. The land never got its rest. Keep spraying it with chemicals. Being tortured. Being poisoned. Train on that side. We got this train track here. Got another train right there. You can see the whole thing going there. Engine down here. These tracks come together like this. So 2 miles will be turning that on. See the convergence, and maybe it's some kind of a yard. Load and offload coming into the same shipping yard. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Just deduction. This ain't a clearance of 13 feet right here. Now that makes me curious, right? Because I can't remember what the clearance for the trailer is. Dang, I forgot what the clearance for the trailer is. But you might not be able to go this way overall. When I got a load, I'm probably gonna have to be on the interstate. Can only really do this kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's possible, right? 13 feet. That might be like eek. So I don't know why is it anyway? Because look at the one right there. It's much higher. That was gnarly road. Yeah, there at all. No thanks. Yeah, try to remember that. 13 is that, you know? Because if it is passable, then I can slow up. But I don't know. 13. What is the clearance? You gotta stay away, and then you gotta turn around and do it right here. Ain't that something? Excuse me. Kind of interesting how they decide who gets to go first, because you ain't both going through there at the same time. So I think that's where they do that, extending courtesy, and then after you. No, after you. Oh, no, after you. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go too. I hate that when that happens. hate it when that happens, dude. Oh, so sorry. Go ahead. And, you know, boy. Yeah, in Washington, you go like the on-ramp to get on to a highway, and it makes you stop, and you red light, green light, red light, green light, and then you start going, and you lost all your ramp up speed, all your momentum for merging, everything. And it's in all their wisdom to prevent some kind of traffic jam, they just create the jamming instead of letting everything flow. Open it up and it will flow, right? Just over-regulate things and then expect them to be efficient. I guess that's their belief, their theory, that if they're not micromanaging it, then it's going to just be out of control. Right? And then over here they're like, oh, we'll just let the drivers figure it out. This happened an accident here in years. It's been working fine, no problem. Why do we need to change it? So we're going to turn to the right, and that's Oregon. So maybe somehow I got off the freeway. I don't know how that happened. I don't want to be on that. Whoa, I don't want to be on that road with really low clearance, so. Did not ask the Google to do that too. Let me tell you a little story about Google. Because we was traveling across the country, or maybe she navigating, doing the route, all the things, and that freaking thing took us on something called Stinky Creek Road. Dirt road, switchback, wash out, or side of the road, like falling out into the ditch. Tight, narrow, tight turn, dirt road. Ain't no way I'm turning around. In fact, there was a car that came in the other direction and lost dually. Crazy long fifth wheel toy hauler said, oh, he started backing up. What else were we going to do? You know what I'm saying? There was no room for him to go around me. I dang sure ain't backing up. I just came from I don't know. I'm done. That stupid thing took us there. Sorry for that. What it really means. Made it, in this case, it could apply to, I don't know if they had a road plan and a design, but it never got it, because at the end we came out and you go up a big boom 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 boom. Now you're on this type of road right here, just like that. Oh, and then look, you can get on this highway right here. And I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Stinking Creek Road. Thanks, Google. I mean, I was like this, white knuckling that thing the whole way. Oh, you know, help me, Father. Looking in the mirror, watching my wheels, and that wheel gonna fall off the edge of that road right there. It's gonna pull us down into that ravine. Look how far down that is. Woo, man, that was just like crazy, scary. one of the scariest times that we ever had with the Vengeance hooked up. Another time we was just property shopping, house shopping in the truck, not hauling nothing, and got up on some mountainous road, some probably unlisted road, private road, but it was parked in just, so like it just turned into something that you didn't want to be on. It didn't start out like that, and it was mud and rut, and the back end of the truck was slide over, like a few feet. You just feel it like, whoa, your whole stomach, and look, and it goes down, bro, like, whoo, mountain. I go, there's some trees right there. They might be able to stop us, but we might go all the way down. There's no way for me to turn around. There's no way for me to back up all through that. Put it forward, had it forward, ready. Galesburg, next 3 exits. In 68 miles, we're going to get on 74 east, which takes us down to like towards Peoria. So 20 minutes to 8, 20 minutes to 10 here. So realize when this starts thinking of it in my mind as being 11. I think this is right here. Yep. Some kind of a military, I don't know, base or National Guard or something like that. Right there. Right next to the church. I'm sorry, Circa. On this video, I don't really want to try to get chunks that are larger than that because the YouTube I don't know, man. It shouldn't matter about that side of it, to be honest with you, because I've seen them have 11 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours. So something going on with that. I almost feel like they're an algorithm or whatever. I know they don't like what I'm saying, but that don't mean that they can like justify doing something. But they're pretty much to that point, where they can manufacture evidence to anything. We don't really have high speed. It's almost like you never really did 20. You bit accomplished. Actually, quite a bit of miles under our belt today. Hours left to reach destination. Yahuah. That says 296 miles total. And this thing is telling me that I got. Oh, you gotta show me. I passed already. Oh, that's hard up. Oh, 261. So definitely got to get fuel first. I'm going to make this transition and then I'm going to see how long I'm on that road before I reply. I don't want to try to get in a reply right when I got to make road changes. I don't need doing that. We got to stay safe. Peoria 1/4 mile. That road right there is rough. This is an interstate. That can't be correct. 45. Well, the people ahead of me are dang sure aren't going that slow. How about you give me a speed limit sign there? 70. 45 is the minimum, Google. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So I got 80 miles on this here. I'm going to end this and then I'm going to fire up another one just so you guys can see a little bit more. See a little bit more of the countryside on the way in to Goshen. But a lot of this is going to probably things are possible. Baruk Atah Yahuah Mashpaka.